Hey Shark fans, it's Melinda Marsalis. Welcome to Heard It on the Shark. Heard It on the Shark is a weekly interview show that airs every Tuesday at 11 a.m. on the Shark 102.3 FM radio station based in Ripley, Mississippi. Then it's released as a podcast on all the major podcast platforms. You'll hear interviews with the movers and shakers in North Mississippi who are making things happen. I'll talk to entrepreneurs, leaders of business, medicine, education, and the people behind all the amazing things happening in North Mississippi. When people ask you, how did you know about that? You'll say, I heard it on the Shark. Musical credit belongs to Hill Country Blues guitar legend Gary Burnside and the late great Buddy Grisham, playing Long Way Home from their album Acoustic Brothers, which was recorded at Sun Bear Studio in Ripley, Mississippi.
This program was recorded at Sun Bear Studio in Ripley, Mississippi.
Hey Shark fans, it's Melinda with another episode of Heard It on the Shark, and today in Sun Bear Studio, I have with me Mr. Russ Vitt, who is the new owner of the Lazy H Ranch in Ripley, Mississippi. Russ, thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
Now, Russ, you are not a native Mississippian, are you?
I am not. I'm originally from Missouri.
From Missouri.
The town, I think it's the state above Mississippi. It's alphabetically.
It's not too
so
far
it's
away.
close.
So you're the show me state. Do you have
Correct.
to have things shown to you to believe it?
That's right.
All right. And how in the world did you come to Mississippi to own this great property?
Well, I was looking to retire. I had already moved to Florida. I was there for 12 years in Daytona Beach, and it may be hard for you guys to realize this, but Florida, it's not that great. So I looked around, and this opportunity was here, and it's an amazing place, the Lazy H, and I just couldn't pass it up. So I moved from Florida to Mississippi.
Tell our Shark fans a little bit about the Lazy H Ranch.
The Lazy H was built, I believe, in 2011. Between then and 2015, Jerry Hirsch is the original owner who built it. He did an amazing job. He helped Generac develop the in-home generator scenario. And I've been told at one point he had 200 different animals out there. It's quite the facility, and when he decided to get out of it, I think he struggled to find somebody that had a vision, and when I saw it, it was just love at first sight. And for the first year, I was really just living there by myself, inviting friends and such over, but it's too cool a place to keep to yourself. So we're in the process of making it user-friendly, maybe a wedding venue, camping, horseback riding, motorcycling, and our new project is dog shelter.
Yeah, and that's why we're really here today, to talk about the dog shelter. So tell about how you saw that need and how you're going to work to meet that need.
We have a very cool neighbor, which if you've ever been out on 773 east of town, you probably know the location where there's usually dogs napping in the middle of the road, and his name's Tim, and he is what Tippah County has currently as their rescue. If somebody has extra dogs, they drop them off at his house. He has probably, I think he says 120 animals currently. He's doing the best he can, and they were starting to come over onto the ranch, and so in order to help, we opened up. There's a 16-stall dog shelter already on the property. We opened that up to help get into that, and then we discovered Tippah had no county facility. The dogs were just, there was two options. Somebody would find them or they would be shot, and that's not a good outcome for dogs. They're too special. We need to do better. So opening that up, and of course one thing led to another, and we're trying to actually be a 501c3 not-for-profit dog shelter at this point.
Okay, and always the way it goes, you get the dogs brought to you before the money. So let's help you tell people how they can help financially to support your efforts, because I know that when this information goes out, you'll be inundated with dogs, and so they're not kept for free, and it costs a lot of money to feed them and shelter them correctly and humanely. So how can people donate?
The very first thing you can do is talk to your representative from Tippah County, and I've already been before the board. They seem open-minded, but they need to be reminded that it's our responsibility as a county. If you know somebody or can get hold of them and just suggest that you would support funding a dog shelter program, all the surrounding counties have one, and we need one. That would be the first priority. Second, you can donate. We have a website. It's called lazyhripley.org. And you go on there and hit dog, and you will have a place to donate. It goes straight to the bank, or you can go over to People's Bank and just ask to put money in our account.
Lazy H Dog
Lazy
Shelter.
H Ripley.
Lazy H. Well, if you go to the bank.
Lazy H Dog Shelter. Correct.
Lazy H Dog Shelter. If you go to the People's Bank and lazyhripley.org, if you go online and want
Correct.
to give. Okay. Great.
And then you can certainly donate some time, too. We try and take care of all the cleaning up and stuff, so the dogs need some human attention. And if you'd like to volunteer and come by, you can take them for a walk. You can just kind of enjoy it. It's kind of a nice location over there. That's just as important as money, probably. We do have a full-time person, that we're paying to be there and take care of them. So certainly we could use the help. We've spent $5,000 maybe on the vet scenario, which we could use help with that too. The vet in town is trying to do her best. One of our priorities is to spay and neuter. So we have that needs to be taken care of. If we don't resolve that problem, this will continue. We get countless calls of people saying, can you take 18 puppies? And we say, yes, but we have to be assured mom has been taken care of, mom and dad. And then they say they can't afford it. It's like, well, what do you spend on dog food a month? Oh, like $150. That's about what a spay or neuter costs. So think that through, please.
Right. It's an overwhelming problem. So tell again about if people want to volunteer, because I think this would be a great outreach for people to go and volunteer and help out. What should they do? Should they just show up? Should they start at your website?
Start at the website or give us a call. I've got a phone on me all the time. It's 662-882-7940. If you have a question or you would like to volunteer, or going to the website is probably the best, because then you can get registered, and we'd really enjoy having, especially on the weekends when our staff is looking to spend time with their family, if somebody could come by and visit with the dogs. I'm sure the dogs would appreciate that.
Okay, Russ, I'm glad to have you in Mississippi. Glad to have you in town with us in Ripley at the Lazy H Ranch. I can't wait to see what all you do out there.
You're welcome anytime.
And I'm glad that you're in your second retirement.
Yes.
Here with us.
and enjoying it.
That's awesome. Before I let you go, Russ, I want you to tell our Shark fans what you told me before the interview about what you were doing before you came here that brought you to Mississippi. It's such a funny story.
Well, I was in the moving business and hated it, household moving, and then a piano moving company became available. So we bought that in St. Louis, and I've helped my employees grow it to the nation's largest piano mover. We primarily do interstate moves, state to state, but we are the largest in the country, the best, and you can look us up at pianomover.com.
And people, anytime you need one of those beautiful, valuable pianos moved, they should go to
pianomover.com.
pianomover.com. But you have to tell about Paws in the Action.
Well, I'm into boating also. I'm into a lot of stuff, and the name on my boat is Paws in the Action. It's P-A-W-S, paws, like a dog, and then the action is the moving parts of a piano. So it brought my two loves together, and it means to take a break, to enjoy life, to relax, take a pause in the action.
I'm glad you have a boat to do that.
Me too.
You seem really busy. Okay, thank you for all your efforts that you are making for our county.
Thanks for being here.
Shark fans, that's it for this edition of Heard It on the Shark. You can tune in every Tuesday at 11 a.m. to find out what's going on with other local community leaders like Russ. If you have a question, comment, or suggestion for an interview, or if you want access to this interview, go to our website, shark1023.com, and click on the podcast tab. Keep it tuned to the Shark 1023 and have a great rest of the day. This show is made possible by JC Media, LLC in Ripley, Mississippi. JC Media owns the Shark 102.3 Classic Rock FM radio station where the show is hosted. Subscribe to our podcast on your favorite app or stream episodes online at shark1023.com/podcasts. We also have an email in which you can share your feedback. That That email is theshark1023@gmail.com.